Remember on last week's show we spoke to the inspirational local lad Eoin, who was taking part in the BBC Children in Need Rickshaw Challenge. Now last week Eoin promised he would come back and talk to me and let me know how he was getting on with the challenge, but things didn't go quite to plan. So instead of cycling around glorious Goodwood as was promised, Eoin is now cycling on a static bike from his home in Belfast, and we can speak to him right now. He's on the line. Eoin, good afternoon. How are you?
I'm great, thanks.
How are the legs?
Oh, they're tired. I'm off the bike now for a break. But
Right, so you're allowed a wee break now. You have to talk to me this afternoon, are you?
yeah.
So you must have been very disappointed by what happened, because you were supposed to be over in glorious Goodwood and then there was a complication and everyone had to come home, and we'll get the full explanation from Matt Baker, who is also on the line. You're there, Matt. Good afternoon.
Hello, I'm all good. Yeah, I'm on my patio. I'm not resting. I didn't know you were having a rest, Eoin. What you playing at?
Eoin, you've been sprung. We've sprung. Now, Matt, don't you be telling anybody on him. We're very protected.
Yeah. So basically, we had a bit of an issue. There was a positive COVID test from one of the members of the film crew. So basically, the safest thing to do was to send everybody home with exercise bikes so that we could continue the challenge kind of virtually. So we've just been chatting away to each other in each other's houses via our screens, which has been. Well, it's taken on a completely different character as the Rickshaw Challenge this year. We've done it for 10 years in all, but I've got 2 rickshaws back home. So what I thought was I'll jock mine up on a couple of fence posts, and then I'll crack on with the miles from the rickshaw's perspective, and then Team Rickshaw, who are all 6 inspirational young riders, they'll do their part too. And we've racked up an unbelievable quantity of miles so far, and we're just going to keep going until Children in Need night.
Oh, right, so just keep going. And I'd say that Matt is a hard taskmaster. Is he, Eoin?
Yeah.
He's cracking that whip. Eoin, were you disappointed with what happened?
Well, I mean, hearing the news, I was really disappointed. And then, obviously, my first thought that came to mind was this could be the end of the whole challenge. So, hearing the news, I was really disappointed.
But it's great that they found a way around it, and now you're at home. But you're on a static bicycle. Is that more challenging in a way?
It can be at times, but it's definitely good to be at home. But it's better being with the team in person. So cycling on the rickshaw, taking turns with the team, but being at home, we're doing a lot of Zooms.
Yeah.
So we all get to cycle together. So in a sense, it's better.
So you still feel part of the team, which is really important.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. Go on ahead, Eoin.
We may not be together in person, but we're definitely together in spirit.
You are indeed. Oh, and you're brilliant. He's such a leader. So, Matt, you said that you smashed the original target, which was 322 miles. That was quite the target.
Yes.
And that was to mirror your first ever Rickshaw Challenge in 2011. So,
I basically went from Edinburgh all the way down to London, which was 500 miles. And then what we did was we drew it as the crow fly lines, because it was to mark the 10 years, and it was 332 that we drew up there. So we thought, well, let's do that. Then we got home and then we smashed that, and then that's gone way behind us. And then we thought, well, hang on a minute, can we do Land's End to John O'Groats, which is 603 miles? So we kind of launched that one on the one show last night, which the rest of the Team Rickshaw are well up for. And it looks like we're going to achieve that and more. But let me tell you, Eoin is some cycler. He really is brilliant. He's so incredibly strong, and I know he's playing it down a little bit, but when he got on the rickshaw, I tell you what, we were moving. He got the record of 16 miles an hour around the track, so he was powering his way through. And for me, I was mentioning about the different character that the challenge taken on this year, and it's quite special really for Eoin to be doing this at home, because part of Owen's story is the fact that he was homeless for quite some time, during his childhood. So we had a lovely Zoom, didn't we, Eoin? I think it was yesterday or maybe the day before, I can't remember, it all seems to blend into one now, but where we had that realization that you were in your bedroom and you were cycling in a room that for a long time you didn't have, and it was decorated the way that you wanted it to be. And for me, that was really quite something.
It's a very emotional journey for everybody that's involved, I think, Matt. And Eoin definitely has impressed everyone who knows him with his resilience and his determination as well. Eoin, the last time we were talking to you, you spoke very highly of Billy from the North Belfast Play Forum PAL project. You told us how Billy had helped you a lot. So we thought it might be nice during the week we caught up with Billy, and he recorded a wee message for you.
Well, Eoin speaks highly of our project, but our project couldn't speak more highly of Eoin, because he's been an absolute inspiration, not only for the people on the project, but for his peers, the young people on the project, because we knew Eoin when he was a young, happy-go-lucky kid, and then, bless him, when his dad died, he went into himself. But from what we've seen from then to now, and the inspiration he's been to the young people, because there's so many young people coming to me now and talking to me because they've seen Eoin do it, and they've seen the benefits that come from sharing a problem. And so Eoin can say what he wants, but we're so proud of him. His family's so proud of him. His school and his wee football team, St Patrick's, is so proud of him as well. It's just been brilliant to see him go from this wee quiet boy to now this young lad. I heard him speaking on the radio with yourself, and he was fantastic. We were giving me goosebumps listening to him. We couldn't say anything higher about him. He's just been a wonderful young lad to work with, and he'll be with us on the project for some time to come.
There you go, Eoin. Everybody's supporting you every step of the way. Will that help you to get through the last hours of the Rickshaw Challenge this year?
Definitely.
Lovely.
I've received a lot of messages, and it's definitely pushing me on.
And what does it mean to you to hear Billy talking about you like that on radio here on BBC Radio Ulster this afternoon?
You have me in tears there. It's just so great to hear Billy say that, and I've known him for a while, like you said, and he's just a really nice person, a really good guy.
Well, he saw the good in you too, Eoin, and he's definitely spurred you on. And by taking part in this Rickshaw Challenge, I can't imagine how you're going to inspire young people around you as well. And Matt, that's the thing about the Team Rickshaw. It's a very special bunch of young people.
Yeah, and the thing that they have in common is they know what a difference children in need can make to their lives, and that's the whole purpose of Children in Need. You give a kid an opportunity and a bit of support, and you watch them fly. And it takes people like Billy, who we heard talking there, who can do what they do and work their magic in the way that they work their magic because of the generosity of people's donations. And this is a charity that's born purely on generosity, and it's very difficult to be asking for donations in a year like this. I mean, everybody, charity begins at home a lot of the time, but I would just say to everybody that has donated, thank you so much. And if you feel like you can't donate this year, then maybe do something that will impress those that can, and then at least everybody's doing what they can this year in this very, very difficult year. But Team Rickshaw, something that I think they're all brilliant. There's been 45 riders in all, and every single one of them has smashed it. And Eoin is a fine example of what Team Rickshaw stands for.
So what is going to happen now as you head towards the virtual finish line, Matt?
Do you know, it's quite weird. No, we don't really know. This is the odd thing. I mean, I keep having conversations with Children in Need night, and everybody's going, well, how should we mark this? And where's your finishing line? And we're going, well, we're just going to keep turning our legs until somebody tells us to stop, and people want to stop donating. So who knows? I'll tell you what, tune in on Friday night and find out how we've managed to end this thing.
So, Eoin, are you up for that? Are you getting any sleep at all, or are you cycling through the night?
I'm getting a bit of sleep, but no worries. I like cycling. I like it.
Well,
I'm going to keep going as well.
Good man, you keep going. And Eoin, has your granny had a chat with Matt on Zoom yet?
I don't think so.
Matt, Owen's granny is a big, big fan. You may talk to that woman on Zoom before you reach the finish line tomorrow night.
I'm looking forward to that already.
You may get on it, Matt. The granny is she's a VIP here and needs a bit of a Matt chat. So we'll hopefully make that happen over the next little while. Thank you very much to both of you for joining us in the programme this afternoon. Congratulations on a huge achievement so far, and we look forward to seeing how you manage to cross the finish line tomorrow night.
Yes. Bless you. you. Listen, thanks for your support, and thanks to everybody that's been getting in contact and sending messages and watching us on Instagram. Thank you so much. It means such a great deal. It really does.
And keep going, people, because they still have a little bit to go to get across the line tomorrow night, however they manage to do that. Thank you, Matt Baker and Eoin from Team Rickshaw. Thank you very much, and thank you, Eoin. Brilliant to talk to you this afternoon again. And BBC Children in Need, as Matt was saying, is encouraging the public to support the Rickshaw team. You can donate if you can afford it, and show the team that they're supported as they clock up the miles. But you can also ride virtually alongside Team Rickshaw. You can get on your bike and you can maybe get sponsored to take on a cycling challenge, or just cycle along in solidarity with everyone taking part in the Rickshaw challenge between now and tomorrow evening as well. So you can do it on your own, you can do it with your family, virtually in a team, with friends, colleagues, whatever. Just get involved, and bbc.co.uk/Pudsey has more information. And don't forget the live show Children in Need tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, BBC